water supplied by a public municipality or a private well for residential or commercial use, Purified Water Services LLC has the solutions to provide you with simply clean water. We offer a complete line of professional water filtration equipment and accessories. Soft water makes a difference you can see and feel. Water heater and appliances last longer with less maintenance. Iron and H2S filters eliminate iron stains and offensive rotten egg odors and protects your water softener equipment from iron fouling. No matter what your problem is, Purified Water Services LLC has a solution. Contact Kenny Williams at 352-446-2709. All right, welcome back to another edition of the Goblay Show. I'm your host, Billy Goble, and today we have a special guest. He is a singer, musician, and from this area in Sumter County. And without further ado, I want to welcome Mr. Bryce Mauldin. Bryce, welcome to the show, buddy.
What's up, man? Glad to be here. Glad we finally got it worked out.
You know, you try to find that balance point. You're like, okay, you know, we try at dinner time, there no phones. This is no phone zone. It doesn't always happen, but it's nice when it does.
Good strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back to the days where the phone was on the wall and you could bring it over.
Yeah.
The cord's 50 feet long. And you're like, yeah, hold on a second. Let me eat something real quick. And you have to put it down and they hear you eating.
I was talking about this not long ago, like a house phone. I forgot, I still remember my home phone number. I remember calling my buddies, like, when I lived in Webster, not many people lived out there. They lived in Bushnell. I'd call, hey, is blah, blah, blah home? Can we hang out today? And call their home phone. We all knew each other's house phone number. Those were the good old days.
Yeah, and now you don't even know your own cell phone.
No.
And so
I know probably like 5 numbers by heart. I kind of sometimes remember my old number and not my new one.
Yeah. Well, you know, growing up, we had the other day, my parents were getting rid of some old furniture and stuff, and there's this old like dresser drawer, like an end table, and I'm like, hey, to make it easier to pick up, my dad pulled all the drawers out, you know. So I was like, hey, go through all that because you never know. I mean, you might have put money in there. Who knows? You know, you never know. You know.
You don't.
So they found some like pictures and stuff, and I pull out this. So back in the day when we were kids, I have a sister as well, and we were like 18 months apart. So we almost looked like twins growing up, like when we were kids. So my mom's in Nashville at Opryland, and she's got these. It's like a Velcro wrist with a telephone wire where it's like stringy, like old school home phone. And then my mom would have it to her wrist. So it looked like we were in shackles, almost, right?
I've never seen that.
No, you haven't seen it? Oh, my gosh. I'll have to show you the picture. We reenacted it. And so it was like to keep your kids from running off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because we would.
Pretty much a leash.
It is. It's a kid leash by Ronco. I'm just kidding. It was a kid leash. So we would do that. She'd put them on us, and then I'm like, it was like Chip and Dale, like we're like, hey, you go that way, I'll go this way, and so we would like wrap my mom up, and she'd be like, hey, wait a minute. She called my dad, and my dad he didn't go on the trip with us, and she'd be like, she's like, the kids, Greg, the kids, and he's like, what do you want me to do? I'm
Figure it out.
But yeah, just stuff like that growing up.
Yeah, even speaking on the reminiscent part, like I remember just growing up here in Sumter County, like I always think about the days where, you know, we'd have big field parties and all that. I miss those days, or even like spring break. Like there's literally like songs that'll come on. I'm like, oh, I can like go back to a time and place just from hearing that song as soon as it comes on. Isn't
it funny how songs can do that?
Yeah.
Where you can just go, you know, I know there's several songs about that.
Yeah, there is.
But like I always think of Kenny Chesney's song, "I Go Back."
Oh yeah,
you know? And that song, you can hear a song and you go, I remember the first time I heard that song.
Yeah.
Or I can remember I was here, I was with these people. I mean, I can't remember my password on my on Disney Plus, but I remember back in '87 when I heard, this song for the first time or where I was. It's crazy, but
even on the nostalgic part, like that's like Kenny Chesney's stuff was so like the build ups to the songs and just even the lyrics. But I mean, that's why it was so good in stadiums.
Funny story about Kenny Chesney. I heard somebody say, I like Kenny Chesney, but I like it before he went to Mexico.
Before he was no shoes, no shirt.
Yeah. Well, all his early stuff. Like when he was playing in Knoxville at the bars and, hanging out with Peyton Manning back in the day at University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that. I do love the coastal songs, though. All the beats and some great stuff.
I think they're great, too. I like some of the stuff. Majority, I'd say 95% of the stuff he's done since the old stuff is just as great. And he's one of those guys that, he's like, he's a great humanitarian too. He does things for people, and like when when the islands got hit by the hurricane, he did a bunch of stuff for them. And he's a great guy. Just a great all around guy, and those are guys that you love to listen to, and you go, I don't think I listen to anybody and go, gosh, thank God this guy's not a douche. I mean, they're a good guy
for sure, and his songs were so good. Like, my brother lived in the Virgin Islands for a little bit, and we went out there, and I saw his boat out there docked, and he had a sweet boat. But yeah, living out there, I bet was pretty cool. The Virgin Islands is definitely island time. Everything moves slow there.
Well, speaking of like big stars like that, like I know you've done tours before.
Yeah,
you've done some tours. Tell me what it's like, because there's a lot of people that don't understand or they've never experienced that. But tell me a little bit about life on the road. Like what are your pros and cons about that?
I love it. I think like for me, when I moved to Nashville, I want to be an artist before anything. That's my main priority. So being on the road is good, and I've done a lot of shows, but I still haven't gotten like on a tour where I'm playing 3-4 shows a week. So I guess I don't have too much to complain about yet, because for me it's great.
Right.
But I've opened up for artists, like Ernest and Easton Corbin and Craig Morgan and all these guys, and like when you get in front of their crowd, it's great. Getting the ups and downs can be a little different. I'll go play a show in front of, it could be 1,000 people, then I could go play another show and it be in front of 50. So finding the balance between that, you get such a adrenaline rush in front of a big crowd, and then when you're off the road, you're like searching for that, which is where dirt bikes are good for me. I get to go ride and get that adrenaline rush. But yeah, the pros are you get to make new fans, you get to get experience, you get to try out new songs. It's a blast. And then sometimes the sleep is not great.
Yeah,
the travel's not fun. The packing up, unloading, all that stuff is not as fun. We're at the level we got to do that ourselves. So
I was gonna say, and maybe this will help you too, because there's a lot of things that I do regularly that I do, and it's monotonous, right? And when you're wanting to do something, and it's for your craft or whatever you're doing, you're like, man, I don't want to set up, and then you go, well, what would I be doing right now? Like literally, once you take a step back and you think, even just like work, just like a regular job, okay, you go, man, I really don't want to go to work. I'm like, well, but what would I be doing right now? Like, if remember when you went to school and you were sick and you stayed home, right, and you had that, you're like, man, the next day you come back and you're like, wait, y'all did all that without me?
Yep.
What did we learned something by that?
Missed out.
We missed out, and the world still goes on.
Yep.
So a lot of I try to make sure like I understand that when something that I think is like monotonous or God, I don't want to do that again. Like for an example, when I worked at Disney, I got to drive the night parade. Okay, and it was a privilege and an honor to do that in my point of view, because they don't let just anybody do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know about now, but back when I did it 15 years ago, it was an honor. I was like, this is going to be awesome. But I did make a promise to myself. I would hear people say, I'm like, hey, what are you doing tonight? And they're like, oh, I got to drive parade. Like they were annoyed by it. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
We get to where we don't want to do that. Okay. But you also forget the reason why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Or the reason how, you did so much to get to where you're at that you tend to forget about the process and the journey.
Yep.
And so once you get it, it's almost like when you're a kid and you want something for Christmas and you get it. Do you really cherish it as much as you would when you wanted it?
Definitely not.
No, because
you take advantage of it. Now you got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Just like anything else, you get what you need and then you're like, okay, whatever.
I think that's why they say money can't buy happiness. You think it can, then you get what you were wanting so bad, and then you're like, oh, I got this. You're not satisfied. What else do I want? What's next?
Absolutely. Has anybody ever asked you what's your favorite song you perform?
Yeah, I don't know that I have an answer for that.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And I was going to give you an example of Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
They're like, what's your favorite joke? And he's like, well, that's like asking me what's my favorite breath of air. He goes, whatever gets me to the next one.
Yeah. Whatever keeps me on stage.
Yeah, whatever. So there's a lot of truth to that. Like, a lot of people got like, whatever gets me to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not going to be, and it's hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
How do you get inspiration for your songs?
Definitely like the life I've lived. I feel like for me, a lot of my songs are influenced by the way I grew up, growing up in a small town. I know you've heard it a million times, but it's just what I know. Yeah. So that's what a lot of people know. I think a lot of people can relate to that. And then, sometimes you just make stuff up, but I feel like just, growing up here was a blessing and also gave me a lot to talk about. So I have that. Yeah. Luckily I haven't gone through a bunch of heartbreak, but I still write about it. Yeah. And, I think sometimes just getting away out of Nashville and going to do something, if it's coming back here and just doing nothing, you get inspired by just a little bit of rest. And sometimes, going out and on vacation, that'll inspire me. And like you were saying earlier, going in the woods and just sitting there quietly and soaking up the quietness, and sometimes spark ideas in my head for a hook or an idea that I want to write about next. So I think just living life is kind of the way I'd get inspired to write, because sometimes, if I'm in Nashville and I'm writing 4 or 5 days a week for months at a time, I'm like, well, what am I going to write about now? What's next? What do I want to say? Right. And I got to figure that out.
Yeah, personal experiences help tremendously, especially like when you live in a small town or whatever you said, and then going through something. Mm-hmm. And I guess the beauty of that is that there's somebody out there that's going to hear that song and be like, bro, I know how that feels.
Exactly. Even if I haven't gone through it, and I can be like, I can think about it, and there's someone that has it, will relate to it. If I can feel it and like kind of put myself in those shoes, then I also like to do that.
It's also how you perform that song too. Yeah. You can. I always gave I gave an example to my buddy one time. There's the song. Oh my gosh, I just had the song. It's Sammy Kershaw wrote it. I think he wrote it. Yeah. But Tim McGraw covered it. I'm not as good as, or no. I can't even think of the song. But anyways, I'm like, when Tim McGraw sings it, I feel like I'm in there with a bunch of people. Uh-huh. Like he's singing to a stadium. For sure. But when Sammy sings it, I feel like he's singing it to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell. Sometimes you can tell when someone wrote it from personal experience, and sometimes you can tell when someone's just singing it. But I mean, there's so many songs that we all grew up on that like that person didn't experience that, but they knew other people have, so they sang it like Kenny Chesney, "There Goes My Life." Does he have any kids?
No, I don't think so.
But he sold that song so well.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because people can relate to it.
People can relate to that. Like every parent out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
For the most part.
A lot of people. The songs are memorable because they're relatable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that I Go Back song.
Oh yeah.
When you got somebody singing about a certain song and then they go, all right, even the songs that he was talking about in the song, you can say, oh yeah, I remember that, or that reflected their life in a different way or whatever. And so you just, I think we lose how compatible everybody really is. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I said earlier about going through the same things, like, I've said this before, but people don't want to admit their struggles or shortcomings because they go, you don't know how it is, or you don't know you couldn't possibly understand what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
And people are like, really? Try me.
Yeah.
Like I said, over the millions of people that have lived on this earth before us, and nobody knows exactly how you feel.
We're all in the same boat.
Right.
For the most part.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think people tend to forget that. I think they tend to forget how close and relatable everything is. It may not have the same names like the characters in a book or a movie, but it's the same principle.
Yeah.
You think about it. There in the movie world, there's only like a couple different movies. I mean, there's about 5 different movies, and they just all have different spins on them.
All just little different spins.
There's a good guy and a bad guy. Bad guy gets good guy, or tries to get good guy gets bad guy. I mean, it's very, very simple. The simplicity of it is very, but then there might be a plot twist, or sometimes the bad guy gets the good guy, or whatever. Yep. But there's different variations of this of that. But
same thing with music.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so much to talk about.
Exactly.
It's like, how are we going to put our spin on, like, how I'm going to talk about it, how I'm going to sing about it, how I'm going to write about it.
Speaking of, we were talking about TikTok earlier. I've seen it not just on TikTok, but on other social media platforms. They do the reactions to the music, and and when you know that they're going to play this song and you've heard it a million times and they've never heard it, and just to see their face. Yeah. These 2 people did a reaction for a Whiskey Lullaby.
Yeah.
And they were like amazed by the guitar playing by Brad Paisley. But when Alison Krauss came on there and sang, they were like, what?
Oh yeah.
So
that song was so good.
Yeah. And it's just one of those, the song can be very haunting too, because of at the end when it's like la 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 la, like it kind of fades out, and you're like, you can almost picture yourself being there when they find those 2 people. And you're like, wow, it was a broken heart that drove these 2 people to do what they do.
I forgot about that song.
It's such a great song.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe you should do acoustic of that one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, music, I don't know. I guess you always think like the music you grew up on, like stuff like that, you're like, man, that was so good.
Yeah.
That stuff was better than what's going on today, but everything's got its time. And we were talking about this the other day. We're like, I wonder if like in like 10 years from now, if I'm going to hear Morgan Wallen be like, I remember where I was when that was playing. Like if it's all just like different parts of your life, if even the newer stuff, I'm going to feel the same way later on.
Absolutely, you'll feel the same way, and you'll date yourself, because you'll be like, oh my gosh, Morgan Wallen is on the classic country, or something like that. He's not going to be new anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, just like we were talking about Conway Twitty, when he was in the late 50s, early 60s, and until he died, he was just I think that genre, those guys were always going to be classic country, because
for sure.
I mean, they kind of stamp themselves as like the pioneers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like a Waylon Jennings, or like a
Merle Haggard,
or those guys.
Johnny Cash,
Hank Williams, Senior, even Junior's considered now. Obviously it's been a while. He's put out some classics, but I mean, I guess it depends on the genre. And I'm telling you, you listen to, like you mentioned Florida Georgia Line earlier.
Yeah.
people kind of gave up on them, but I like some of their stuff.
Oh, their first 2 records, I don't care what anyone says. That stuff was, when I talk about like high school days and, and being at a time and place, like those first 2 records, I just started listening to it again, but it was such good stuff. Yeah, they got a little, they started doing some weird stuff later on, but they probably got tired of what they were doing, trying different stuff. But
and like you said, trying different things. Why?
Yeah.
Why are they doing that? To appease people that are like, what's new? What's next?
Yeah, that even if they're trying to, appease them themselves, like where they're, like, I want to try something new. This is what's speaking to me right now. So,
you know who I love is Aaron Lewis.
Yeah,
he is so cool, man.
He's got some good stuff.
He's so like, look, he walked away from Stain, bro.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like,
crazy.
I mean, and they were a successful band. I mean, it wasn't like,
oh yeah,
they would sell out shows by themselves. It wasn't like they were like featuring Stained. It was Stained featured by somebody else. Somebody upcoming. And I listened to him on Tucker Carlson. And he was just like, just so down to earth. I think, when people that we don't know that are in the industry, we put them on that pedestal, right? Because we think high of them. They made it that far. They've done so many things. They have so many accomplishments. But when you hear somebody talk like that, and you're like, dude, he's north, up north. He's Massachusetts, I think.
Okay.
I think he's from or Vermont, somewhere around. I think that's where he's from. You would never know. You would never know that Aaron Lewis is from Massachusetts or Vermont, from New England. But that's why he's got the song Northern Redneck or Northern something like that. And it was like, he talks about how, hey, the North can do it just like the South. Yeah. We wear Carhartt just like y'all do.
Yeah. That's funny. My buddy in Nashville, we were roommates for a long time. He's from Minnesota. And it's so funny. We always make fun of him because we're all from the South. And then he's like the one guy from way up north. And it's funny because like, you learn that like there's a lot of the same stuff even up north. He was a goat farmer, so they lived a very similar life. It was just a lot colder.
Oh yeah.
Way colder.
Did you ever call him Goat Roper?
No. I will now.
I'm sorry about that. Hopefully that doesn't stick very well. But that's a one-time deal, man.
Yeah.
No, but you've got differences in just even in our state. Mm-hmm. You go north and you got the North Florida Georgia line there, and like we were just talking about that earlier.
Yep.
Like Jacksonville.
Pretty much Georgia.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you go, Central Florida. It's kind of like a mix. Mm-hmm. And then you go down south to Miami. It's all
a whole different place.
It's a whole nother world, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, great. I love South Florida.
Oh, I love South Florida.
Love it down there. But you're talking about 3 different, and then I guess you got the Panhandle, but the Panhandle is like you might as well
tourist
just say
area.
Yeah, that's well, you got either a beach or your beaches,
Alabama,
or you got Alabama,
or
exactly. And so there's differences even in our state, and so you have to have the genre. I mean, there are people. Probably, I'm sure in Florida that think like Toby Keith was like a weirdo, like you know what I mean, like or something was wrong with him. Like there's something wrong with that Toby Keith. He's got an earring in his ear, and
that's what anyone thinks when you say you're from Florida. Oh, Florida, that place is crazy.
Yeah, they associate us with Florida Man.
Yeah,
or whatever, and I'm like, I've got family in Ohio and West Virginia, and they're like, is it really, or in friends and stuff, and they're like, is it really that crazy? I'm like, no,
that's not.
I mean, it just depends. It's like the news. You're never going to get like one good happy story. They're going to show you the worst that happened during the day. Nobody cares about what the feel good stories. They want to know about the wrecks and the
guy wrestles an alligator.
Yeah,
something with an alligator.
Yeah, has a beer while wrestling an alligator in his front yard. You're like, what?
I did see this thing where I was like, that's so Florida. This guy was at a bar and he goes out back to use the restroom at a pond, and he gets attacked by like a 10-foot alligator.
Oh my god!
Gets his arm taken off.
No way.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand maybe going out to the outside. I mean, who doesn't like to go outside?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but
freedom.
But I'm not gonna, dude. If you're from Florida, you know not to be near a body of water.
Yeah,
especially. And I'm sure it was at night.
It was.
That's a no-no. No, bro. You cannot do that.
No.
But because you never know what's there.
No.
You never know, and you can't see anything. You know? So why take the risk?
Yeah, South Florida, like you were talking about earlier, they got crocodiles, pythons,
and alligators,
and monitors, the lizards.
Oh yeah,
yeah, those things.
Bro, I saw a video. It was in South Florida. I think it was South Florida or Central Florida. I think it was South Florida. There's a crocodile, no lie. It's by a bus stop.
Yeah.
There's a crocodile with a golden retriever in its mouth.
I saw that.
You saw that?
I did.
Dude, and he's like,
so sad.
And the guy on the video is like, when are they going to do something about it? I'm like,
I know.
I hope this video does something about it. My God.
And then I saw people like, that crocodile is native. Like, there's only a few of them left. I'm like, is that thing native to South Florida? There's no way.
No.
And if it is, get rid of it.
Yeah, we don't want it there. It's gonna maybe that'll keep people from building.
Yeah. Ate a dang golden retriever. Get rid of that thing.
Buy a bus stop.
Yeah.
What about the kids, man?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, get rid of that thing.
Man, that's crazy. I saw that the other day, and I kept like TikTok. They kept showing it, but it was crazy, dude. And it's like I don't know how I saw it because I mean you normally need polar glasses to see through the water.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it? A brown bear in his mouth?
Because it was giant.
Yeah, it was huge.
Have you seen that Python cowboy guy on Instagram?
I have heard of him. I don't think I've ever seen any videos.
His stuff's cool. They catches snakes for the government, but he'll take people on guides. I definitely want to go down there and shoot some iguanas and catch some pythons.
Bro, we were in Fort Lauderdale last May. We took the train down there. Have you been on the train yet?
I haven't. Is it cool?
It's awesome. It's like you're on an airplane, but you're on the train.
Yeah.
Went down to Fort Lauderdale, stayed at this resort. Go out to the pool. There's a freaking iguana.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Just like chilling, like, what's up?
They're literally everywhere. So where does the train start?
It starts at the airport in Orlando.
Okay.
MCO there, and then it goes from Orlando to Boca Raton to Fort Lauderdale to Miami. So if you want to go to Miami, you don't want to drive. You want to go spend the weekend.
Yeah.
Go to the airport. I think it's $20 a day to park.
Yeah.
Which ain't bad. Park there. Now they will have it where eventually they're going to build it where the speed train goes to Tampa.
That'll be cool.
That'd be cool. In the future, you can go from Tampa to Miami if you want to.
So it's going to cut across the state?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll cut across the state, like literally west to east and then south. It goes right down the side of 95 and the turnpike. That's cool. It's cool. And it's really cool in some areas. And you don't feel like you're going that fast, but you're looking outside and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Does it move pretty quick? Oh, it's over about 125 miles an hour. And so I can tell you this, if you're coming back to Orlando, once you make, because it's, like I said, it's a straight shot down the coast. Mm-hmm. But then you turn to go back to Orlando, like near Cocoa Beach. Yeah. As soon as you make that turn, 20 minutes and you're in Orlando. That's crazy. Dude, it is crazy. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Webster Ace Hardware and Farm Supply are generous sponsors for today's podcast. They have been a family-owned business for 27 years. This helpful hardware store sells items such as archery, Ariat clothing and boots, Wrangler jeans, case knives, Hammond's candies, and live fishing gear. They also have a full selection of hardware, RV supply, propane, Ben Moore, Royal & Clark, and Kenningston paints. You need a barn or fencing job done? Custom barn kits and roofing metal are provided at your local Ace Hardware store. What about a new grill for the yard? Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Blackstone are found here, along with all the accessories to go with them. Stock up your workshop with DeWalt, Milwaukee, or Craftsman tools. They got you covered. Remember to go to ace.com to shop their entire line to have items shipped directly to the store. Pat's Taps at Catfish Johnny's. Pat's Taps is Lake Pennsaukena's newest tap room, offering 14 rotating craft beers on tap. We also offer bottled domestic beers, seltzers, ciders, and wine, as well as a variety of appetizers and pub. Our family-friendly tap room is a great place to come hang out and enjoy some one-of-a-kind craft beer. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or the Untapped app. Looking for custom apparel that stands out? Welcome to the Stitching Heifers, Bushnell's premier embroidery and custom apparel shop. From custom hats, t-shirts and jackets to unique gifts and business branding, we specialize in high quality, personalized apparel that reflects your style and vision. Step into our exclusive hat bar and design your one-of-a-kind custom hat, perfect for personal flair or promoting your brand. At the Stitching Heifers, we're committed to bringing your ideas to life with exceptional service and attention to detail. Whether it's for you, your business, or a thoughtful gift, we're your trusted partner for all things custom in the heart of Sumter County. Stop by today or visit us online to get started. The Stitching Heifers, custom style, local heart. When it comes to building in Sumter County, experience matters. From remodels, barns, additions, and accessory buildings to creating the custom home of your dreams, our Hogan Construction delivers quality you can trust. Russell is hands-on and on-site daily, going above and beyond to ensure the project isn't just completed, but crafted to perfection. He doesn't just meet expectations, he exceeds them. For a builder who puts integrity and craftsmanship first, call R. Hogan Construction today at 352-793-7660. Russell Hogan Construction. Built on tradition, built to last. Catfish Johnny's Restaurant, serving the Lake Pennsauken and surrounding areas since 1990. For the last 33 years, we have strived to serve great food at great prices and a friendly, casual atmosphere. If seafood isn't your thing, our burgers or wings are the best around. We have daily specials too. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram for more information. Duto Realty is a homegrown business with an eye for getting the job done right. From football games to Sunday school and everything in between, these ladies care about our community and the people in it, helping buyers and sellers in all of Florida with all types of transactions, including residential, commercial, farm, or vacant land. They do it all. They even offer auction services and sellouts to always get the job done right. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck, the delicious mobile coffee truck that brings you the caffeination inspiration you need. We deliver signature coffee products like our Nitro Cold Brew and Caramel Frappe to any occasion or festivity. And for those who don't like coffee, we offer a variety of delicious hot chocolates, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. That's Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck.
I've been doing these. Have you heard of that Avelo flight? I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's Avelo. But they have a direct flight from Nashville to Lakeland. Dude, I'll find flights for like $45.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just put my backpack on, and I mean, Lakeland's an hour from Webster, so
yeah,
literally it's like a Spirit flight. Everyone talks bad about, but I fly with them all the time because don't break the bank. But yeah, that new flight, dude, it's an hour and 50-minute flight.
Wow.
Sometimes it's $30. Like you'll find flights for like $30.
Now, is it like a prop plane? Like
no.
No, it's a
747.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that Lakeland had a airport.
Yeah, it flies Thursdays and Sunday. So mainly Thursday, Sunday, sometimes Friday and Monday.
Gotcha.
But round trip, you can fly under $100.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get out there and you got to get on the tarmac, and then you go out there and there's a guy banging on the propeller.
Good luck.
And you're like, you got your bags. You're like, what is going on? And you're like, oh, the propeller's jammed. You're like, what?
I have been on like Spirit where I look out and I'm like by the wing and I see this it looks like duct tape on the wing just holding something.
No way.
But they know more than I do, so I'm just like, those mechanics are doing something that I don't know. That's fine.
Oh my god, dude! Bro,
some of that silver ducting tape.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You're like, hopefully that's not over the flaps that we need to land.
Yeah.
We were coming from, I've flown more in the past 5 years with my wife and her family than I have in my entire life.
Really?
Okay, yeah. I'm just scared of heights. I don't like the idea that I'm not in control.
Yeah.
Now I know all this stats.
Yep.
I know that 75 is just as
You know
crazy.
what they say.
You're taking the gamble. What do they say?
No, I'm saying.
I'm like, what do they say? You tell me.
No, you know what they're saying. All the stats. It's safer.
Yeah. It's safer. So we would have we flew into Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And if you ever get a chance to go, bro, it's awesome. You did? Yeah. You flew in there?
Oh yeah, me, her, and her family.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude, how about that brake job on the when you land? It's like,
yeah, because it's a short runway, right?
Yeah. So, but on the way back, and on the takeoff, it's like.
Have you ever flown in or out of Key West?
No.
Oh, it's worse.
Oh, is it worse?
Oh, I was down there for a song. I don't know if I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I was down in Key West to do a songwriters festival.
Uh-huh.
We flew in on Delta on a small plane, which was fine. You land, everything was good. Then we left on a full size plane, and while we're sitting on the tarmac, we're sitting there for such a long time. They come over the speakers and like, sorry guys, just a few more minutes. We're burning off some fuel, so the plane's lighter. We're waiting for a headwind. And I'm like, why would you tell us that? So then the plane starts they're brake boosting, which you can tell they're holding the brake and giving it gas.
Yeah.
And they're so that they can take off. And as soon as it wasn't a normal smooth takeoff. They're sitting there brake boosting. You feel the engines spooling and then just take off and
you're
straight up.
You're riding a roller coaster.
Yeah. It was scary.
Wow.
But because it's such a short runway. But
yeah.
Just close my eyes and not think about it.
So, you're on an Airbus when you leave, and then we had to switch in Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas, we got back on a regular plane.
That's what we did.
And when we landed in Orlando, it was such everything else went smooth. It was such a hard landing that I was like, I literally yelled out, I go, did we just hit a dog? Because it was like,
yeah.
And I'm like, guys, what did something run out in the front of the plane?
They come over the announcement. Sorry for the rough landing.
Yeah, we had a Cocker Spaniel on the runway here. What were you just out there visiting at the?
Yeah, so we went for a vacation. I think it was before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
We went out there after. I can't remember, but we just went out there and vacation for I can't remember 5 or 7 days. It was so pretty. I loved it out there.
Dude,
I want to go back. Snowboarded.
Oh wow! So we didn't get to do any of that. We went on Thanksgiving. This would be three, counting this one, 3 Thanksgivings ago. So 2 years.
Yeah.
And so we went out there, and we had a house right over there by the Teton Village there.
Mm-hmm.
And the house is beautiful, man. Beautiful. And they're like, oh, yeah, it might snow, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, the kids had not seen snow before. So I'm like, I really hope it snows. Well, it flurried
a little bit.
But it was just enough to you could, by the time it hit your hand, it melted. Mm-hmm. So you're like, but Thanksgiving Day, I'll never forget, it snowed. And we had 6-7 inches of snow.
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing. It was one of the coolest experiences. But the first day I got there, I'm an early riser, right?
Yeah.
So I get out there, everybody's still jet lag from the immediate stop we did in.
Yeah.
And I get up, I'm like, man, there's a hot tub out there. I don't think we'll get in the hot tub. It's 30 something degrees, maybe 20 something degrees outside. I'll get in the hot tub, I'll be warm.
Sounds like a great morning.
It was awesome, right?
Yeah.
So I jump in, get warm, and my wife and her mom come out, and there's a balcony above me, and they're like, Billy. They're like, Billy. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking up, and they go, and I can't hear I can't even read what they're saying in their mouth. They're like, there's something over there. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a bear.
Was it actually?
No, it was a deer. It was a mule deer. But I thought it was going to be I thought it was a bear.
Yeah.
And I thought, great, I'm in soup right now. I'm in a bowl, I'm in a pot with water.
Oh, my meal's cooking.
He's gonna come up and cut carrots and stuff in there, and be like, where's my? I got my bowl here.
Yeah, I don't want to see a bear out there.
No, and especially they don't have. Well, they did say they had. I think they said that there might have been some black bears, but normally it's gonna be the brown bear, grizzly or whatever it is.
The big ones.
The big ones, yeah. The ones you don't want to be in a hot tub.
No.
When they come knocking on the door. So that was my start of the trip. Was like, but it was such a cool trip.
It is. It's crazy. Like if there's anyone listening that's just from Florida, going out west, like to that northwest area, it is like a whole different world.
Oh yeah.
Those mountains, the plains, and just it's beautiful.
And another thing is we went and it was, Yellowstone was closed, which we knew. I mean, it wasn't like they just like, we're gonna nobody showed up to work today, we're gonna close it. It was just that downtime part where nobody came. But we still went to the Teton National Forest, or the National Park. I'm sorry. And man, I'm telling you, some of the things that you saw in there, you're like, and I've been to Yellowstone already, but I wanted my wife and the kids to see it. And I'm like, man, if y'all think this is pretty, you got to wait till you see the rest of the Yellowstone.
Yeah.
But the Tetons are. I had a teacher in 8th grade, Mr. Wolf. He's my English teacher, and every summer he would fly fish in the Tetons, and that's all he talked about. And I'm like, as a Florida kid, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like that's all he talked about was I can't wait to go to the Tetons. I'm thinking it's like a resort, like I'm going to Disney World or something like that. I'm like,
not at all.
I didn't understand. And then when I saw him for the first time, I was like, I know what Mr. Wolf was talking about.
It's insane.
They are absolutely beautiful.
That's where I snowboarded, was the Tetons.
Oh,
and
man.
Snowboarding, that was so cool.
Are you any good?
I'm good enough to have fun. I'm not like crazy good, but I'll go hit some jumps, and like from racing motocross, I kind of like to just go get the adrenaline rush of hauling butt down the mountain and
avoiding trees.
Avoiding trees. I'll put a little Jim Beam in my jacket pocket.
Keep yourself warm.
Keep myself warm.
Yeah. You get knocked out and you got to pour it a little bit in there like that.
Yeah.
That's what they say, the St. Bernards, have you ever seen those like in the Alps, they have the dogs with the barrels? You ever seen that? It's like an old, if you can look it up on just Google the image, St. Bernard or I think it's a St. Bernard. It's a big dog with a barrel. And they would say that the barrel had whiskey or bourbon in it.
Oh yeah,
because you would be so cold you need to warm up. So that was the.
Was that real?
I don't know if that's real. I think they like fact checked that and said no, that was just an urban legend.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what is the barrel for? Is it because you can't put water in it because it would freeze? So that made sense that you would put something alcoholic in there where it won't freeze.
That's true.
That would warm you up, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I have to look it up. But
like he's 12, give him Jim Beam.
All of a sudden, his voice just deepened by.
It's a hottie toddy.
Yeah.
It worked.
He's like, "Hello, Mom." you're like, what?
Yeah, we also went to Montana. You ever been to?
I've been to Montana, but not. It was on the where the Yellowstone side is.
Yeah.
That's as far we went up the side. My mom and I went. That's how we went into Yellowstone. The time we went, but when we went out there, it was closed. We went to the sign for Yellowstone. It was like took our pictures in front of it and everything.
Yeah.
And it was they had that the wolf and the bear sanctuary there.
Okay.
And it was cool. It was like a little park,
cool.
little like zoo, and they had some brown bears in there and gray wolves and some other animals. But it was cool.
I haven't been to Yellowstone yet, but we went to Big Sky, the snowboard park.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Flew in the Bozeman and then drove like 45 minutes to up the mountain. It was insane.
Yeah, that's another. I want to go to Glacier Park.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
That's another one that's on my bucket list. But Yellowstone is you got to do Yellowstone. And I'm going to tell you what, you see you see and hear about how big it is, and you don't really know until you get there.
I bet.
And I'm telling you, this is no lie. It took us from, I think we came in from the northwest side, from the Montana side, and we went down by because it basically does like a big loop. And I think there's 3 or 4 ways to get in and out. So we went down. It took us 6 hours to get to the south, to the Tetons.
Holy crap!
The Tetons is the south entrance to Yellowstone. So it took us 6 hours.
6 hours.
I'm like, think about that, bro. You drive, and that's from here to to Atlanta.
Like, are you cruising wide open, or
no? You're creeping, but not creeping. You can go. Okay, so
20 miles an hour.
Right. It's got the speed limits, but occasionally you would drive around, and you'd see like a bunch of vehicles, and you knew there was wildlife, and there'd be like vans, like tour buses and stuff, and there would be like, you'd see like it would look like 300 people out there, and then in the meadow there would be one elk. Yeah, but they all pulled over like, oh, it's an elk.
That's how we were when we saw them.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's like that, but like in the Teton village where we stayed, the elk were migrating.
Same.
And there'd be 30 of them, and you're like, oh, there's 30 right here.
Yeah, they'd be in a prairie. Oh, dude, I remember when we first pulled up to Jackson Hole, we're in the vehicle and we're driving, and we're looking at a herd of elk, and it's in a big prairie, and all the girls are like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, and then you hear boom,
and one drops.
They were shooting the elk.
No!
Yeah, someone was on a hunt. You're allowed to shoot towards the mountain range.
Oh wow!
And they were out there hunting. And
was that in the? I don't want to say that, but like, was it like the refuge? Was that?
The refuge.
Yeah.
You know, like right before you get into the village, like that road.
Right.
To the left, there's just a big.
Yep.
They were hunting those elk.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
All the girls like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, and then boom, and they're like, oh no.
What people don't understand is that they're so they like not really in that predicament, but like I was listening to somebody talk about in like Michigan, like how the deer are so overpopulated.
Yeah,
like it's considered they're dangerous because they run out in front of vehicles. They'll catch people in their yard, and they'll like the elk are even worse because they could do some damage with the horns they have, but.
And they're huge.
Yeah. But then you got people that are dumb and like, hey, buddy.
Oh, I've seen those. Or the moose. You ever seen where someone tries to go out there with a moose? Have you ever had elk?
I have tried it. I have not had elk.
It's probably my favorite meat.
I'm going to tell you this. I was in Jackson Hole and I didn't get bison. No. I did get bison. We went to the Cowboy Bar. Yeah. And they have a steakhouse there. Mm-hmm. And I think I got the bison steak. Okay. But I don't remember. I was going to get elk because I heard how good it was.
They had it there, yeah. Yeah. We were staying in the hotel connected to the Cowboy Bar. Okay. And every morning they had an elk skillet. Oh, like eggs, hash browns, elk meat, and that's what I got every morning. It was so good. Hungry,
I thought that's what I should get because we're there. I mean, it might be a couple years before we get back, and I'm like, well, I want to try it, and I was like, well, no, at least I get the bison, Yeah. And it was good.
Now bison's really common. Yeah. At least like the bison ground bison.
Exactly. Like the farm, like their farm raised ones. First time I ever had bison was in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, there's a Ted something like a steak. It's down there by the big Ferris wheel downtown, and I had a New York strip bison, and I was like, man, this is great.
Was it good?
Oh, it was excellent.
I don't think I've had like an actual
It's very lean,
like strip of bison. I've had ground bison, but
no, it's the steak. The steak part is awesome.
Well, then I think I'm missing out. I need to try that.
Well, I missed out on the elk, so yeah. But have you got to travel to play anything like there's like what is that like out west? There's like, what is that, Red Rocks? Yeah. Like any cool. I'm not saying that in particular, but any place like that where you're like what's the place in in Alabama? The big to do
arena, or
it's like a big outdoor thing,
or Floribama.
It might be Floribama.
Okay. I haven't played Floribama. I would like to. Yeah. But I feel like for me, I haven't played anywhere like insane. I think the coolest place, my favorite so far, is the House of Blues in Orlando. Gotcha. And I've gotten to go out to cool places. No, I haven't hit like an iconic venue or anything yet. Not yet. But
yet.
a few months ago, I got to go. I did a songwriters retreat in California. We went to Sonora in Jamestown, and that was beautiful. I loved it out there. We went to wineries and everything. But yeah, I've played like anywhere from like Chicago down to Florida, out to Texas and California, but still working on the cool venues. Actually, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
One place that I played in Texas is called Cheatham Street.
Okay.
It's not a cool place from looks, but the people that played there, it's really cool. George Strait started there.
Oh, that's cool.
A really famous guitar player started there too. I can't believe I can't remember it right now. But the history in that place is really cool. And like for me, like the Bluebird was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Playing there, like everybody's been there, and just a couple places like that.
I was gonna say when you said something about like playing with people. Have you played like festivals? Have you done any of those, like the big country festivals? Have you done any of those?
Trying to think.
Because I know those are very popular.
I've played. I had a few that I was going to that got canceled during COVID, but I'm playing November 21st in St. Pete at St. Pete Country Fest, which is gonna be cool.
Oh, okay.
The day that I'm playing is Treaty Oak, and there's gonna be like the next day's like Park McCollum and a few others. But
oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll be in St. Pete on November 21st, so doing an acoustic set. That one will be cool. Back here in the home state.
When you do stuff like that, like when you play with bigger names.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say this, and I don't mean this in any kind of way, but is it like, do you feel like when you're there, do you feel like you're not accepted, but do you feel like you're like one of the guys there since you are the entertainer?
Yeah.
Did they make you feel at home is what I'm saying, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I've had a lot of them make me feel very welcoming and everything. Yeah, they've all been really nice. You know, as an opener, you're the opener. You're not the headliner, so
right.
you kind of do your own thing. When you get the chance, everyone's different.
Yeah.
They can be like a normal dude wanting to hang out, or they could be doing their own thing on their bus, and you get to meet them for a quick little bit.
And then you're pretty much like, hey, we got to pack up and go.
Yeah.
Like that's what I remember about you at the fairgrounds. You guys were going back to Nashville that night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
yeah.
Like you got it. Like you just got here, bro. And then all of a sudden you got to pack up and head north.
Yeah. I've driven from Nashville to Florida so many times. That 12-hour drive it gets old, but it's worth it once you get to the show. Yeah, when we were opening for Easton that night, Easton was super, super cool, dude.
Yeah.
I actually ran into him a few weeks ago in Nashville and Hendersonville, and I was like, hey, dude, like I opened up for him at Rosemont in Chicago.
Okay.
And then here at the fairgrounds, and I saw him in Hendersonville a few weeks ago. I was like, what's up, dude? I opened up for you. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, where was that again? I was like, Sumter County. He's like, oh, yeah, I know Sumter County. We did some cattle stuff there and all that. Yeah. But, yeah, everyone's always pretty cool.
Yeah. Easton's really cool. I got to hang out with him for a little bit where I got to drive him around. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's a really, really down-to-earth guy.
For sure.
Last year with Shenandoah, they was, you know, that whole experience was really, really cool. I just like I'm a production kind of guy. Like I love to see all the production going on and having, you know, getting the backstage feel. It reminds me of being at Disney, because I saw all the backstage stuff that people don't see. They only see the finished product, you know, we call it on stage. You know, when you go out and you present that, but they don't see all the rehearsals and the you know, waiting around, and you're sitting there waiting. If you do a parade, you're in your, all right, we need you in your floats in like 10 minutes, and then you sit there for 10 minutes because you got to wait for everybody to go out, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. But it's part of the deal.
Yeah,
that's what you signed up for. But I love the production value. I love the behind the scenes thing. I love the feel like it's so cool what all goes into a show.
Oh yeah,
that's what Greg and I were talking about. I was like, you know, the people think they just, all right, we're gonna show up in the stage like it's like they throw it out from a bag and blow it up and it's there. No,
that'd be nice.
Takes forever, and then you got to do all your sound checks and everything, and you get everything ready, and it's just a process.
It definitely is. It takes a lot of people to make it happen.
A lot of people and a lot of unsung heroes get, it was like, for example, there was a Shenandoah at the concert. They needed a spotlight person.
Yeah.
And there was a girl that was interning with the lady in charge, and they're like, hey, can you do it? And she's like, me? And they're like, oh, you'll be great. Greg's like, it's awesome. It's super easy. And she did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's so cool to be like, that's not what she expected to do. But that's part of the deal. You step in and do your thing and just be ready.
So did you get to meet Marty?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Super nice guy. I didn't realize he drives the bus half the time.
Does he really?
Yes, he still drives their bus.
I did not
tour
know
bus.
that.
And so he backs in. You know how it's set up back there.
Mm-hmm.
He backs it in. He's got a trailer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way I could do that. Like, I'm sure a million times. He backs it in, and like we're about to, it's like he's about to stop, and he hits the horn, and I'm like right here by the tire, and so it's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I jump, and I look in the window, and he's like, and I'm like, super nice guy.
I met him a few years back.
Yeah.
Back when I was doing all the covers on Facebook, they had reshared my stuff and all that, and I got to meet him. I think it was like CRS or something, but super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Very, very, very nice guy. He, everybody, like I said, I helped. Priscilla Block came, and she was. I didn't get to meet her.
Yeah.
But her band, everybody in that genre was super nice. I helped them like break everything down, and then she's got this Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel.
Yeah.
That she puts on stage every concert.
That's cool.
So we get it. It's on the stage, and then like they get the little ramp, and I said, they're like, well, you're gonna have to get somebody else to help you get this down. I go, why don't we just flip it on its side and we'll roll it out like they do in the factory, like when it's full of whiskey. And they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if the guy was new or he's like, I never thought about that. So I roll it down there. I said, I'll walk it down, just roll it on. So we get it down there, and then they got the trailer, and I just picked this whiskey barrel up with my both hands. And they go, no, oh my gosh. They one guy goes, holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I get a job?
Priscilla's a sweetheart. She lives up there in Hendersonville where we're at.
Yeah.
Real nice girl.
She seems like really nice. I had her, she did sign an album. I bought an album of hers, record album. And, she signed it for me. So I didn't get to meet her, but I had the guy that was in like he was like in the band.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess they had it arranged where she could come out there and do it for, but awesome. really sweet. And, but like I said, everybody that comes in there, like even when Cameron Moreau was there, Marlowe,
yeah,
when he was in there the night before you came, he was cool too.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's nice, it's refreshing when people come to a place like that and they're not like, hey,
yeah.
Hey, don't look at me. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I've heard some of them stories. That's crazy that there are people like that.
Yeah.
No matter what level.
No.
They're still human.
No, I think people tend to forget where they come from.
For sure.
Yeah. And then it's a humbling experience when something happens and they go, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have been like that or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, some people don't even realize they're doing it, and I get it, but I mean, I've always said like even if you win the lottery, win the lottery, I mean, people go, you ask somebody, what would you do if you had you won $50 million? I buy this, I buy that. I'm like, and I told my wife, I said, I still go to work the next day.
You wouldn't know, but there would be signs.
I know, right? You're like, where's Billy at? Like, no. I just told her, I said nothing would change because I wouldn't want it to change.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, everybody wants stability. You know what I mean? So if you knew your bills were paid and you didn't have, I would just go. I mean,
That'd be great.
maybe I wouldn't be so good at my job, but
Yeah.
I probably would slack a little bit. But
He skipped a few weeks.
yeah, yeah. Is he? Where is he? Is he on? Is he on a vacation
On the
time, or-
islands.
He's on the islands.
In the islands.
Yeah, what gave that away? Well, Bryce, I appreciate you coming over today, man. I know you're super busy. Like,
Try to be.
super busy, and
Yeah.
I'm very, very. I'll tell you this: I'm very proud of what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing all your stuff, like you see, I promote our local people.
Yeah, which
And
is awesome.
And I love the fact that you are somebody local, and that we can say proudly, like, hey, this kid,
Yeah.
this guy right here, this guy is from Sumter County, and he's not someone who moved here to get near something that
Yeah.
he was born and raised here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be from Sumter County, and
Yeah.
I miss it all the time. I don't get to come down as often as I'd like, but I'm glad we could finally work this out, and I enjoyed my time on here.
I'm glad.
It was fun talking, and anytime you want me back, just let me know.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
there's some good changes in my career by then too.
Yes. Hopefully I can the next time. Not hopefully. The next time.
Yeah.
I'll say that the next time I'll come to you and we'll be on Music Row or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll come up to Nashville and do a on the road deal.
Do it.
That'd be
Come
cool.
out there.
That'd be cool.
I'm always there.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I always say this in Nashville. Do you ever go to Biscuit Love?
I have.
Do you
It's been
like,
a long time.
Do you like it though?
I honestly can't give it on it. I think so. It's been a long time.
You don't remember? Okay.
When's the last time I went there?
It's been a while.
Long time. Yeah.
It's been a while.
I liked it, if I remember right.
Well, that's the only thing I can reference besides
Yeah.
Hendersonville. When you said outside, I took a stab. I'm like, Hendersonville?
Yeah.
But I always tell people Biscuit Love because that's one of the restaurants we went to, and I was like, oh, this is really, really good. But I don't know if anybody else likes it. I just thought it was good.
I'm pretty sure they have a line out the door.
They do
every day.
They do.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it was the only breakfast spot in the city. But
Try the Pancake Pantry.
Pancake
next time.
Pantry. I've
Yeah,
heard of that too. Somebody
place.
said that too.
If you like pancakes,
Yeah.
they got some really good pancakes.
pancake.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you have anything? Now, this is I forgot to mention, this will be probably December before it airs.
Okay.
So, do you have anything upcoming, like in 2026, that you know for a fact that you've already submitted in that might be near here?
Yeah. So, well, I know 2026 I will have a EP coming out. I got a song. This will be out by the time y'all hear this, but November 21st, I'm dropping a song called "Looking for Some Trouble," and then New Year, I'm gonna release about January. I'm gonna release another song, and a few months after that, I'll have a project with 7 songs coming out.
Awesome.
So keep an eye out for that. And I don't have any shows next year that I can think of to promote, but just follow on the socials at Bryce Mauldin Music and stay tuned.
You're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram,
All of it.
all of it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, like I said again, I appreciate you coming over, and
Thank you.
I can't wait to have you back on. And hey, best of luck to you, man, because I know how it is. And
Yeah.
look, people think I do this for fun, but this is actually something I love doing. I mean,
I can tell.
I do love it,
Yeah.
but I would love to have this as a job one day, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down and talk to people.
Well, I hope you
best
get
job.
to also. So
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. And it was a great time.
All right, man. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and get ready to, until next time. We had Bryce Mauldin on the show, and I appreciate him coming on. I want to thank our sponsors. Without your support and love, none of this can happen. And so until next time, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day.